Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for
Oh, it took a minute. It took a hot minute. Mr. Christopher Engleby, my friend, how are you? Hi, how is everybody? I hope everybody's doing well today. Oh, Christopher, welcome, welcome, welcome. I bet that's many, many months. Probably 20. 20 months, my friend. Oh, why is my lipstick, like, not on half of my lips? We're gonna have to fix that. That's 20, says Drunk Beaver Productions. I believe it. Brutal Bob doing laundry and watching. Thank you for reminding me that I have not flipped my laundry over yet. Didn't do that. Anyways, thank you again to Christopher Engleby and Drunk Beaver Productions for their support. I love it. It's needed. It's necessary. It really is. Prevents me from having to quit this. Oh no. Christopher, your cat died? I'm so sorry. I was just about to say it prevents me from having to quit this job and just working for a big corporation type of job, but because I love hanging out with you guys. So thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Yes, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. What a sad thing. I was actually shooketh lately on my For You page or my feed. I've been seeing a lot of his clips from the Osbournes, and in fact I went back and watched a few episodes like 2 weeks ago, so I was very sad. Very sad indeed. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Christopher Engleby. We are so sorry to hear that. Okay, but we are going to watch some court. If Lucy's here, hi, Rose, I've missed the end. I got like 18, or I don't know how many minutes of it, but I didn't get all of it. Brooklyn, hello. Perhaps a YouTuber better than I did. Oh my god. Am I dirty or something? Like, what is going on with my face? But I tried. Anyways, but I did get all of this case, the one that I teased. We're going to start with the beginning of the docket. We'll go through there. Not quite the beginning, because I think the beginning is like them doing service on the record a lot. Yeah, service on the record. Whoa, 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 Julie! Look at that, KTZ. Oh my god, is it gonna come out? Jeremiah 007, KTZ, Adam, KT. Yay! Thank you, Julie, for supporting the channel. That is so sweet. Oops, your finger slipped. I'm sorry, no refunds. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's not the button I meant to press. That hurts Bill's eyes. Hurts Bill's eyes. Anyways, here we go. It was not that one. Yeah, it was this one. I have been getting so much court since I got my second computer. Judge, just hold on. Okay, this is the first case. So we're gonna watch two main cases tonight. The case that I titled, which is the cop, just to prove a little proof of life to you. Look, here it is. We have it. You see? You see? There he is. He raised his hand. So we will watch that one after we watch this one, and that'll be our show, I believe. So buckle up, get ready. I gotta slow this shit down because I recorded it in 2x like I always do. I know, I love the judge's glasses. She is so classy. Oh, Julie. I'm drinking my sugar-free Red Bull. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, still sugar-free. Still. I've had 2 slip-ups. 2 little slip-ups.
Yes.
And Ms. Tito,
Yes.
you may both lower your hands, and Ms. Peoples, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. We're on the state's petition to establish a parent-child relationship. Judge, parties have an agreement as to well, not an agreement. Parties are in agreement to do a temporary order, Judge. However, it's not agreed to as far as the last name conservatorship and visitation. If I could just go through the terms that are agreed and then take testimony.
You may. And this is a temporary order?
Yes, Judge. So parties agreed that this would be a temporary order and they would come back on October 9th, 2025 for the final.
Okay.
Judge, there's one child before the court, Lacey Tito. I'd offer as State's Exhibit A, the DNA test report that does not exclude Mr. Estrada as the father of the child.
State's Exhibit A is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. Parties agreed to establish Mr. Estrada as the legal and biological father. Judge, as far as the agreement, parties do agree to support. Parties agreed that the mother would apply for or maintain government medical for the child. Mr. Estrada would pay $57 a month beginning August 1st, 2025 for the medical support.
Streamlabs. Where's Christopher's do? Thank you, Christopher Engleby. I knew it was 20 months. I love you, my friend. Thank you. And I'm so sorry about your cat. That's terrible, but we're here for you. Also, who do I like? Christopher Engleby? Yes, I love him very much. He's a great friend. Axel? Not really. But maybe. I don't know. I love everybody here. But seriously, Streamlabs! You're gonna have to see me later. You're gonna have to see me later. And has my color really been off? I've been trying to be out in the sun. Although I do wear 30 SPF, which is like as low as I'll go. I love you too, Reseller Road Trip Adventures. Maybe it's because my chair's here, so that's pulling green. Sometimes I have another seat here. My news lady seat. Hi, Casey Carey. So the back isn't showing. Did you see that Coke was going back to cane sugar? Well, you know, Jonathan, they never left that in Canada. We don't use high fructose corn syrup in Coca-Cola in Canada, and it's 1,000% better. Y'all know that. In fact, it makes traveling to America sort of shite. Because I'm like forced to try these like fancy sodas. Cause I just love me some Coke. But oh, that's the yellow cover one? Oh, well, good to know, Brooklyn. Thank you. Thank you. And Sarah, yes, I mean, I've had good sun. Like, we also have 100 SPF here, but I'm actually trying to get some color. So, you know. And remember, this is filtered. So, while I look maybe red, it's actually less so. I promise. People that have seen me in person, like when I was in Florida and I was doing my live streams, people were like, "Whoa, you're getting super sunburnt." But I think it's just like the difference as I'm using the filter. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
Judge, child support is based on minimum wage. Mr. Estrada has one other child, so it's set at 17.5% of his net resources. Parties agree to child support at $193 a month, also beginning August 1st, 2025. That's the extent of the agreement, if I could call the mother.
You may.
Ms. Tito, can you take your full name?
Marissa Renee Tito,
And Ms. Tito, currently, what is your daughter's last name?
Tito,
And going forward, what do you want her last name to be?
the same as mine, Tito.
And why is that? Why are you not requesting that she take Mr. Estrada's last name?
Because I'm the one that's been providing for her and just the whole time she's been with me.
Okay, if the court were to include both of you all's last name, would you be opposed to that? To it being hyphenated, Estrada Tito or Tito Estrada?
Probably my last name after.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Uh,
You don't want her name to be hyphenated, or you would be okay with it being hyphenated?
I guess it'd be fine being hyphenated if I have to.
Okay. As far as conservatorship, has there been any family violence between you and Mr. Estrada in the past 2 years?
No, I hadn't. I mean, we've gotten to just arguments. That's it.
Okay, but there's not been any physical or verbal violence between the two of you all?
Just bickering.
Do you have safety concerns with your daughter, Lacey and Mr. Estrada?
Just watching her. That's it.
You have concerns with Mr. Estrada watching your daughter?
By himself, yes.
And why do you have those concerns?
Just he doesn't know how to take care of a baby.
Does he have another child?
He does.
And how old is that child?
I think she's 3 now.
And to your knowledge, is he able to watch her or take care of that child?
He doesn't know a lot of things. Just about like a baby.
And so you're asking that you be made the sole managing conservator of your daughter?
Yes.
And is that because you don't believe that Mr. Estrada knows how to take care of your daughter?
Yes.
And how old is your daughter?
She just turned 6 months.
Has he had any type of visitation with her in the past 6 months?
No.
Has he met her?
No.
And you're requesting that he has supervised visits, is that correct?
Yes.
And you don't want him to have any overnight visits?
No.
And you're wanting to be the person to supervise those visits?
Yes.
And is that every first, third, and fifth Sunday of the month, located in a public place, which would be the Chili's in Garland off of Interstate 30?
Yes.
And you understand that with this modified visitation schedule, it could eventually go to a standard at some point, if the court orders that. You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
But you don't want him to have the standards. You want him to have this visitation schedule until one of you comes back to court to change it.
Yes.
And can you tell the court why?
Like I said, she's 6 months old. He hasn't taken care of a baby by himself.
Okay. And you heard the terms of the order as far as the support for the medical and the child support,
Yes, I did.
and you understood those terms,
Yes.
and you're in agreement with those terms and believe they're in the best interest of your daughter.
Yes.
And you also understand that this is a temporary order. Y'all will come back on October 9th for the final, and also to confirm any retroactive support on that date. You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
Do you have any safety concerns with your address being in the order today?
No.
I'll pass the witness.
Let me ask her some questions. Is there someone in Mr. Estrada's family who can supervise? A
Probably-
mother, a sister, a aunt, a father? Is there
Probably
someone?
his mom.
His mom? Okay, thank you. Go
I'll
ahead.
call
Ms.
Mr.
Staples.
Okay, I'll call Mr. Estrada. Sir, can you state your full name?
Axel Enrique Estrada.
And Ms. Estrada, as far as your daughter's last name, Lacey, what are you requesting her last name be?
Uh, it could be both, Tito Estrada or just Estrada. I'm fine with rather each one.
And then you heard mom's testimony as far as wanting to be sole managing conservator of your daughter, and you disagree with that, correct? You want to be joint managing conservators?
Yes, I do want to have the ability to actually, you know, co-parent as well as, you know, yes,
Um, when was the last time, or have you ever met Macy? Have you ever met your daughter?
not in person.
And so you haven't had the chance to have any visitation with her yet.
No,
And you're okay with having a modified visitation schedule to start out with, which would be the first, third, and fifth Sunday in a public location.
um, can you repeat that again?
You agree with mom's request, at least starting out, to have a supervised visits every first, third, and fifth Sunday. Is that correct?
Yes,
But you just don't agree with the location at Chili's. You're wanting it to be at a fast food restaurant.
more financial, the financial situation, yes,
Okay, so basically, just a restaurant that is
affordable.
more affordable than okay Chili's. Um, are you okay with her supervising those visits, or do you want someone else to supervise the visits?
Um, when it comes to supervising, who will be there to be the supervisor by any chance? I know my mother is the one who accompanies me
You want your mom to be there?
as well.
Okay. And you don't agree with those visits staying that way. And definitely you want to have standard visitation once your daughter turns 3 years old. Is that correct?
Yes,
And that will be visits every first, third, and fifth weekend overnight at your house.
yes.
And did you hear the terms as far as the child support and medical support?
The terms of the for the meanwhile, if it is that way, but does that affect the what's called due to my disability check by any chance?
Okay. And so that let's start with the support. You understand that the temporary order is setting
Oh,
the
it's
medical
temporary.
at right, the medical at $57 and the child support at 193. You understand that?
Understood.
Okay. And this is temporary, meaning that you would be able to contact disability and get any paperwork. And when we come back in October, we could finalize it then if your income amount is different. You understand that?
It's understandable, yes.
Okay. Um, you currently live in Dallas County, is that correct?
Um, I believe so. Yeah, Duncanville, Texas.
And you're not employed at the moment?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you want to speak to someone for the Choices program and have the court order you into the Choices program today?
Absolutely. In order for me to find something that could work with my disability, as well.
And you are not requesting a non-disclosure of your address in the court order today, is that correct?
My address is fine.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Anything further, Ms. Peoples?
If I can just recall mom briefly.
You may.
Ms. Tito, you don't agree with your daughter staying overnight with Mr. Estrada at his house?
No,
And why is that?
I just wish I would be with her.
So even when she turns,
Living condition, that's my big concern.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
The living conditions is my concern.
Okay, Mr. Estrada's living conditions.
Yes,
Okay, what are his living conditions to your knowledge?
there's not enough room.
for her to stay?
Yes,
Does he live with someone?
he lives with his mom and his siblings.
Okay. And so he wants it to go to standard visits once she turns 3 years old, and you disagree with that?
Yes, like I said, just in the living conditions, there's not enough room.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Okay. Then I will accept the agreed portions of the order, make the agreed portions the order of the court. I will establish a legal relationship between Mr. Estrada and the child, the subject of this suit. Child's last name will be Tito-Estrada. Parties will be joint managing conservators of the child with modified visits every first, third, and fifth Sunday, supervised by paternal grandmother. Exchange location will be Chili's on Garland Road, but the parties will not be required to stay at Chili's. Then it will go to standard visitation once the child is 3. Is there anything further, Ms. Peoples?
Okay, Judge, just to make sure every first, third, and fifth Sunday supervised by Mr. Estrada's mother.
Paternal grandmother, yes.
And Judge, will Mr. Estrada be ordered into the Choices program?
Yes, that's fine with me. Ms. Peoples'
Okay.
choices is fine. I don't know what Mr. Estrada's disability is, but sometimes they can't work with people with disabilities. So that's something he's gonna have to work out with the choices people.
Okay.
And this case will be reset for final hearing on October 9th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. All other matters reserved for final. Does anyone have any questions? Ms. Tito, I don't know who you're talking to, but this hearing, you should only be talking to me, Ms. Peoples, and Mr. Estrada. How can I help you? You have a question?
Does that mean I can be at the visits?
No, ma'am. The visits are going to be supervised by his mother,
Okay.
okay? Are there any other questions?
No.
Okay, then thank you all for appearing here today, and you're free to go.
Well, Judge, if Mr. Estrada
Oh,
can
excuse
stay, so
me.
he could go.
If Mr. Estrada and his mom don't mind you being there, sure, you can be there.
Okay, that was my only question.
Yeah, I meant to, I didn't mean to just say a blanket no. If
Oh.
they have something they're going to do and it doesn't include you, then they get to visit with her by themselves. But if they want to include you, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Judge, if Mr. Estrada could join the breakout room, I believe Ms. Johnson from Choices is in room 2.
Okay, Mr.
all right.
Estrada.
Absolutely. I'm fixing to join right now. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Uh-huh. And Ms. Tito, you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Uh-huh, you're welcome.
Fixin' to join. Fixin' is such a southern Texas term. Judge, you got some more for us today? I love your glasses, by the way. Oh, Mr. Leach, how you doing, baby? How you doing,
Good morning,
Leach?
Mr. Leach. What number, 33?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, it's going to be number 33.
Vicky P is awesome. F in the chat. I think this is 33.
We're hearing cause number DF 2504706, Garcia and Leal. The parties in the Garcia matter, please raise your right hands. Ma'am, can you raise your right hand for me? Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Garcia
I do.
and Ms. Leal,
I do.
you may both lower your hands. And Mr. Leach, you may proceed.
Hey, Judge, if I could first do service on the record for Mr. Garcia.
You may.
Mr. Garcia, could you please state your full name?
First name Eugenio, last name Garcia.
And sir, you had not been served a copy of the state's pleadings before today, is that correct?
Correct.
And did you receive an email copy of those pleadings this morning?
Correct.
And do you understand that you have the right to be personally served with that document by a process server at your home?
Yes, I do.
And are you agreeing to waive your right to personal service and enter your appearance in the case today?
Correct.
Judge, I pass the witness, please let the record and Odyssey reflect that Mr. Garcia has waived his right to personal service and entered his appearance today.
The record will so reflect.
Thank you, Judge. And we're here on the state's original petition and suit affecting the parent-child relationship. Both parties have now been served. Parties are not in agreement in regards to the issue of child support. And I do have a proposed order from the state. If I may read those terms and take testimony from the parties.
You may.
There are two children before the court. Elliot Garcia, born May 17th, 2021, and Austin Garcia, born March 28th, 2024.
A girl named Joe! Welcome to the club. Christopher Angleby, thank you so much. Also, I believe that is 3 days after my birthday. I'm pretty sure. March 25th is my birthday. One of the best birthdays out there. I think you'll agree. Anyways, yeah, how hard is it to serve a cop, by the way? Thank you again, Christopher Angleby, known giver.
I offer in the evidence what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit A, the acknowledgement of paternity for both children attached to the state's petition, filed March
666, Diary of a Madman. How apropos. Thank you so much, Billy Buzz Smith. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. So sad. Seriously. I watched a clip the other day of him and he was talking to his kids and it was during the Osbournes and he was like, now if you're gonna go and do drugs, don't do drugs and don't drink anything, and if you're gonna have sex, then have a condom on. And they're just like, oh, and I'm like, that's the best advice. That's solid fucking advice. Bro. That's it. Don't do those things. You'll probably do them. But if you do them, wear a condom. Right? Please? Actually, that's the lesson that all these people should have learned too. But they didn't.
March 27th, 2025.
State's Exhibit A is admitted.
And parties have agreed to be appointed joint managing conservators of the children, with the mother having the exclusive right to determine the children's primary residence in Dallas or any surrounding county. Parties have agreed to a standard possession and access schedule, with exchanges taking place at Charles Gill Elementary School in Dallas, Texas. Mother will be ordered to maintain the children on private medical and dental insurance through her employer. Father will be ordered to pay cash medical support of $124 per month beginning August 1st, 2025. Father will be ordered to pay cash dental support of $36 per month beginning August 1st, 2025.
Dental insurance is a scam. Also, I know, reseller, it's been a bad week for that. Christopher, have fun at Culver's. I'm jealous. Eat some, is it custard? Eat whatever the soft serve is. A little bit for me. And Drunk Beaver Productions, that's a good idea. I don't know if YouTube Daddy can handle it. I really don't. I don't know what YouTube Daddy can handle these days, to be honest. Constant battle. Sometimes I sign into my YouTube studio and I'm like, you what? What video? And then other videos are just fine. And you're like, how? Why? Huh?
Father will be ordered to pay guideline child support of $1,221 per month beginning August 1st, 2025.
Mr. Leach, can you repeat that amount, 1,221?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
And this order contains no retroactive judgments, court costs to be billed to Mr. Garcia. There is a request for a finding of violence and non-disclosure. And that is the extent of the order, Judge. If I may call the parties.
You may.
I'll begin with the mother. Ms. Leal, could you please state your full name?
Alondra Leo.
And did you hear the terms of the order read to the court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand those terms?
Yes, sir.
And are you in agreement with those terms and believe that they are in the best interest of your children?
Yes, sir.
And are you agreeable to the judge signing this order today without your signature?
Yes, sir.
And do you have any safety concerns between you and Mr. Garcia currently?
No.
In the past 2 years, has there been any incidents of family violence between you and Mr. Garcia?
Yes, it has.
When was the last occurrence or event?
I think it was October 2022.
2022?
Yes.
And what happened on that day?
Do I have to be specific?
Yes, ma'am.
We got into an argument, and then he started saying stuff to my dad. I stepped in between both of them, and I slapped him. And then I got taken.
When you say you got taken, what do you mean exactly?
Police showed up, and
Yeah, police showed up and shockingly they didn't arrest the man they arrested that's also a police officer. Oh my god. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. What a joke. I'm sorry. Bro, and also what is with these cops wearing their fucking uniforms to these fucking hearings? You can't go to a call while you're doing this. Take it off. Put on a fucking shirt. I'm sorry, I have a hard time believing that. Well, whatever. Whatever. Anyways, remember, this guy wants to pay $0 in child support. If they're on duty, they have to be in uniform, then they need to request time off to go to court. I find it inappropriate to utilize their uniform in court. I just don't think that's appropriate. I'm breathing, Julie. But I just don't think it's appropriate. It's the same as military people showing up in military garb. I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. And the same as people showing up in tank tops. It's not acceptable, ma'am.
then they took me. I got arrested.
Okay. And so you were physical towards Mr. Garcia. Was Mr. Garcia physical towards you at all?
No, he wasn't.
Okay. And so since this incident back in, well, I guess prior to this August 2023 incident, were there any other incidents?
No.
Okay. And there's been nothing since this August or October 2023 incident?
That's correct. Nothing at all.
Okay. And does Mr. Garcia know where you currently live?
No, the exact address.
Okay. So what other reasons are there that you would request that the court grant a non-disclosure of your contact information in this order?
No.
Are you saying you're not requesting a non-disclosure?
That's correct.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor, and if I could call the father.
You may.
Mr. Garcia, did you hear the terms of the order read to the court?
Yes, sir, I did.
Do you understand those terms?
I do.
And besides the issue of the child support amount, are you in agreement with those terms and believe that they are in the best interest of your children?
I am not.
Besides, are there any other issues besides the child support amount?
Yes, on June 2022, and I got the case number right here with myself. She pointed a gun, one of my handguns, towards myself and our kids, the oldest kid, Elliot Garcia. And I left for child safety with my kid towards a friend's house. And I got the video recordings of the phone call on this iPad right now where I'm at right now. So she never got arrested for that. But that was in June 2022, then October 2022, that's when she got arrested for family violence.
And we'll go back and address this family violence here in a moment, Mr. Garcia. But there's nothing in the order granting anything in the proposed order for family violence. But I understand, are you requesting a finding of family violence?
Brutal Bob, you need to remember something right now, and I understand what you are saying. And it would not be inappropriate if this was a criminal trial and he was a prosecution or defense witness on duty and doing part of his duties. However, right now, he's a father in child support court who just happens to be stealing taxpayer dollars while he's supposed to be working ostensibly. Otherwise, why would he be wearing this? So he's literally stealing. This is called time theft. And it's not appropriate.
It's something I gotta look at, to be honest. It's something I gotta think about.
Okay. We're going back to the terms of the order. Like I said, there's no finding of family violence currently. So besides the issue of the child support amount, were there any other issues that you were not agreeable to?
I'm sorry, just not to be honest, because me and her, we have an understanding that I guess we're going 50-50 between me and her, nothing with the court. You know, like my schedule, I work on Panama schedule. I work one week, I work 5 days, next week I work 2 days, and vice versa. So the kids have been with me since yesterday. They'll be here with me Sunday. This week they stay with me 5 days. They'll be with her 2 days, and vice versa. Next week they'll be with her 5 days, and they'll be with me 2 days. So that's what I don't agree with.
So you're saying you don't agree to the $1,221 amount because of your current schedule with Miss Liao?
Correct. I do agree to the 160, the medical and the dental. That's fine. I agree to that. But to 1,221, I don't agree to that.
Okay. Is there an amount that you would be agreeable to for the child support?
The 160, to be honest.
Okay. But you're asking besides that, you're asking that no child support be set?
Correct.
Okay. Are there any other reasons besides kind of what you see as your current schedule to be as to why you request that this court deviate from the recommended guideline amount to set the child support at $0?
The reason why I'm saying that is because, well, of course, when they're with me, we buy everything on our own. Between myself and my family, we take her on our own here, and vice versa. She does the same thing with them on her own time. That's the reason why.
Okay. So yeah, so you are agreeable to the 160 in medical and dental support, but you are requesting that the court deviate and set child support at $0 per month?
Correct. I do agree to that.
And going back to that prior family violent incident that was, you mentioned earlier, that was June of this year?
No, 2022.
2022, okay.
Yes, sir.
And
I'll
you said,
number if you need it.
but you're not, after that incident, were there any other, have there been any other incidents between you and Ms. Liao?
So that was in June 2022. After that, it was October 2022, which is when she mentioned where she got arrested for family violence.
So there's been nothing since that most recent
No, sir.
October 22. Okay. And you are not requesting a finding of family violence today, is that correct?
No, correct, not today.
Okay. Okay, Judge, I'll pass the witness. I guess there's no longer a request for non-disclosure or finding of family violence. But
I just think it's inappropriate regardless if he didn't steal the time technically or what. It is as simple as taking that part of his shirt off and putting something over top. He can still have his radio nearby. He can be still available immediately for an emergency call. And if he's on personal time and in court, then they should already understand that. If he was in a courtroom, you have to remember this. If he was in a courtroom, not on work, like, it's not appropriate to use the power implication of his office, which is his badge, the crests on him, his shoulder decor. That is all inappropriate. I don't care. firefighters and people are able to take calls. They're able to be wearing one type of shirt. I do not believe that he has to be dressed like this. I don't. You cannot make me believe that. Y'all are full of shit if you think that you can't properly do it wearing a different shirt. How do detectives do it? Give me a break. He's on registered personal time, or he's stealing the time, one or the other. It will take 2 minutes max for him to put that shirt back on. Take it off, there's an undershirt underneath. And again, I just think it's wholly inappropriate to be utilizing your uniform in court. I do. You won't change my name or my mind about it. I understand that he may be allowed to do it. He may be required to do it. I don't think that that's appropriate, is my whole point about it. It's an abuse of the uniform. I don't think FedEx workers should be wearing their uniforms either, by the way. I don't want Amazon workers wearing their vests. I don't want the guy at Walmart wearing his vest. And I don't want the people at Chick-fil-A or fucking wherever wearing their uniforms either. Okay? It is very easy to throw on a sweater, to throw on something when you're zooming into court. It's the very least you can do. You used to have to get dressed for court. This is not work court. This is child support court because he doesn't want to pay any goddamn money.
I would ask the court if they believe that there should be a finding of family violence and to make a ruling on the child support amount.
So I will accept the agreed portions of this order, make the agreed portions the order of the court. I will order child support at $1,221. There will be no finding of family violence and no finding of non-disclosure. Mr. Garcia, I understand that you say that's y'all's visitation schedule right now. That's what y'all are doing today. But this order does not reflect that. This order says that you agreed to be joint managing conservator with Ms. Leal having the right to determine where the children live, which means tomorrow you could decide you're not going to pick them up for your 5 days, and she would just be stuck out with no child support. So I feel like it's in the best interest of the children to order the child support. If Miss Leal does not need it, she can give it back to you. She can put it in a savings account for the children. There are many things she can do with it, but I feel like it's in their best interest to order the child support so that if anything's changed, they will be covered. Okay? Now that I've given you my ruling, if you don't like it, if you think it's not fair, you just don't agree, you have 3 days to appeal, 30 days to file a motion for new trial. This is out of the 256th District Court. That is Judge Sandra Street. She might have a different opinion of mine. Now that I've given you that information, do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. How can I contact the court to appeal?
Mr. Leach can email you the information for the appeal process. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Any questions, Ms. Leal?
No, ma'am.
All right, then thank you both for appearing here today, and you're both free to go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, Mr. Leach.
Thank
Judge
you,
Liz Wilson
Judge.
is ready to approach.
He can appeal. He might even appeal. You know, if he was serious about it, he should have showed up with a lawyer. Lesson learned. It is very hard in the state of Texas. Very hard. There are few people. I mean, this chat is full of them if they're anywhere, but there are few people outside this chat and this type of corner of the YouTube that have watched as many child support cases as we have. You understand that? Even lawyers in Texas don't watch as many hearings generally because we hop from court to court to court. So we see so much. It is virtually impossible to convince a judge to do 50-50 custody without it already being the norm, already being agreed to. If it's not agreed to, it's not going to be ordered. If you can't agree to stuff, why would the judge order you to share everything? Brutal Bob, thank you for your insight, by the way. I hope my passion didn't get too much. I really appreciate law enforcement officers, and I do believe that I think here's the thing. Here's how my mind works. The only reason that they would call him out of this hearing, because if you're right and he didn't steal the time, he's on personal time. So he's clocked out, sort of, right? And so the only thing that would get him going would be like a mass disaster. Okay? And that would be at the end of all the other people that are on duty and available to help. And I don't believe that him putting on his shirt and vest once he gets that call would be devastating to the response. I really don't. I believe that it's not reasonable to think that they would need him like that they don't have other people to do that. If that is the case, he should not be doing these hearings while he's live or while he's working. And again, I'm not Canadian. I'm not comparing US to Canadian standards. I live in Canada. Do I think about the police in Canada? I don't, Julie. I think about it in an American context because all I watch is American court and American police interactions, to be honest. I very rarely see Canadian police interactions. Very rarely. I'm not holding the standards the same. I believe that I understand the US judicial system as much as some people, especially a lot of non-Americans. And KTZ, we do special members only streams. There's probably a lot of them already, and usually they're on Sundays. We're getting my schedule sorted out here. I'm in the middle of a rant, and so what I wanted to point out is that, like, this has no sort of real segue to Canada because we don't do Zoom court, and we just don't broadcast it. And so I don't know if police are showing up to personal hearings wearing their uniforms, but what I do know, she has a command in here, Erica. KTZ, we set up a command to send it over. Oh, look, it's ! KTZ. We do that for all our friends. Anyways, my whole point is I just think it's inappropriate to wear a uniform. I would not wear my sexy bikini to court, even though that's my uniform. That's where I feel most comfortable, and that's what I get the most attention, because that would not be appropriate. Oh, you guys, I'm kidding around a little bit, but I just really think, there's certain standards, and it's not a Canadian thing. I think I really do put, my phone is in Fahrenheit, you guys. My phone is in Fahrenheit. I have started to think in Fahrenheit just for you guys. It's 63 right now currently. Oh wait, 66, but feels like 70 in the Capital Regional District where I live. So I try to get my head wrapped around a US mindset. I understand that police there operate differently, but I just think that there are standards, and I don't think it's appropriate to wear a uniform to court personally. But that's it. Anyways, I usually do, I have a wacky schedule sometimes. Today was sort of good. I am going to, actually, I've recorded so much court today, and I got a really good case. So I'm going to actually make that into a video, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, John has oh my god, 97. Yeah, see, we don't have air conditioners, KTZ. I don't have an air conditioner. But I don't need one necessarily. Be who you are, life is too short. Sally Port, words of wisdom. Brutal Bob, thank you so much. You can go check out all the members only streams. I'm excited. One day I'll be able to see 100+ members only streams available for this membership. We're getting there. We're getting there, you guys. Brutal Bob, thank you so much for the support. Everybody who bought memberships today for other people, I love that part of YouTube. Tomorrow is going to be the same, Vicky. Well, after members only for the boys. So about 3:30? 3:30 Pacific. You can't comprehend not having an air conditioner. I understand. You guys also don't walk very many places sometimes when it's hot, and I understand that. See, there's always an ocean breeze around here. Like, what is the breeze? There's still a 10-mile-per-hour wind pretty consistently. And there's only 66% humidity. So, there's a reason that it's a humble brag to say that I live on the southern tip of Vancouver Island. It is a little piece of heaven on earth. Remember, if you ever come visit here, you let me know. I know how to show people a good time. Anyways, do me a favor, you guys. Hold on while I switch the screen. And what I'm going to say is goodbye. So I need you to do me a favor. Remember that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Come on, computer, bye!
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time.
Oh, we definitely, you're going on a cruise out of Vancouver, KTZ. That means you'll miss me, but we should connect. I'll send you an email. Okay, bye.